Hey everyone, it's Jen. I'm here to finally do a pregnancy update like I promised. So I'm currently 27 weeks pregnant with boy-girl twins, for those of you who didn't know. So far, right now, everything is going pretty good. The last couple weeks have been a little crazy, and I can talk about that a little bit further on in this video. But as of right now, everything's going really good. I want to try to make this a pretty short one. You know, I could sit here and talk for 40 minutes, but quite honestly, I'd rather not, and I don't think you guys want to watch that either. So every time I've been going to the doctors lately, they've been telling me by the time you get to between 28 and 30 weeks, you're going to feel like you're full term with one baby. And I feel like I'm starting to get to that point. Because when I was at this point on 27 weeks or so with my son, you know, a single pregnancy, I did not feel like this. I honestly get so tired. I get so winded very easily. There's just so much pressure built up in here. And sometimes, you know, it doesn't look like it. Like I go to people, I see people in the grocery store and they'll ask how far along I am, and I'll tell them I'm pregnant with twins, and they're like, oh, you look great, you don't look like you're pregnant with twins. But I tell you, I don't know if it's just because there's two babies in there, two of everything, two placentas, but the pressure building up in here is just crazy. It makes my legs hurt, my feet, it's just very, very tiring. And stairs are the death of me. When I go up and down the stairs, it's just, I'm done. Like if I go upstairs just to grab something really quick, I have to sit there for a good 5 minutes before I can move. I'm not even kidding. I don't remember feeling this useless when I was pregnant with my son. I mean, sure, there were days and moments when I got tired, but I'm like, whew. And I think it's only just going to get worse because I still have however long to go. So that's fun. But ultimately, you know, as long as I'm healthy and the babies are healthy, that's all that matters. And eventually it'll all be worth it because we'll have two babies here. But it is very tiring. It is definitely a difference between this pregnancy and my pregnancy with only one baby. For those of you who happen to have clicked on this video because you're also 27 weeks pregnant, tell me how you feel. You know, maybe it's just me, or if you're pregnant with twins, or if it gets better. But it's crazy. The last time we went to maternal fetal medicine, for those of you who don't know, it's a high-risk doctor. I have to go see them about, right now it's an average of every 4 weeks. Sometimes it's a little bit more for certain things if there's an emergent appointment, but it's usually every 4 weeks. The last time I saw them, I think, was 2 weeks ago. They measured the babies, and baby A, the boy, he was measuring 2 pounds, 2 ounces, and baby B, the girl, was measuring about 2 pounds. So they're definitely growing. They're getting big. I'm excited to see how big they are the next time we go. She predicted that they'll be double that, so that means 2 4-pound babies, but I don't know. We'll see. So that could be why I'm feeling like that. And as far as health-wise, I just had recent blood work done. I'm a little bit low on my iron count, so I'm taking iron pills now. And I just got the results back from my second glucose test because I had to take one earlier on in my pregnancy because they say that when you're pregnant with twins, you have a higher chance of getting gestational diabetes. And that came back good, so I'm very glad for that. Came back good the first time and this time as well. So that's all going pretty well. Oh, like I said, some of the crazy things that was going on recently was the last couple times when I was going to see the MFM, maternal fetal medicine, my cervix had actually shortened. So I think it was when I went in for my anatomy scan at 20 weeks. They discovered that my cervix was measuring at 3.1, where it should have been about at least 4 at that time, at that stage that I was at in my pregnancy. So I went in 2 weeks later, and it was down to 2.6. So they pretty much just recommended that I rest and try to, I mean, not bed rest, but just rest as much as possible, which is kind of hard with, you know, almost 2-year-old running around, but I'm trying to do the best I can. And that was pretty much their only suggestion. I went back in another week for another check, and it was still the same, 2.6. I went back another week, it was still the same. So they're not as concerned anymore. So since it was still 2.6, now I'm back on the every 4 weeks. Which kind of makes me a little nervous, because I was kind of thinking I would go back in at least 2 more weeks to make sure it was okay, since I was going every week. But 4 weeks, I feel okay. They said just be mindful of contractions or, you know, any pain you feel, call your doctor right away. So that's what I'm doing for now. But right now, so far, so good. Fingers crossed, because I was really worried with that when they were telling me. It kept shortening because, you know, I really didn't want to go into preterm labor. So that's good. And as far as everything else for now, everything seems to be progressing pretty good the way it should be. So hopefully we'll keep on moving on with that. And as far as weight gain, I have officially gained about 30 pounds so far this pregnancy, which, you know, I'm carrying 2 babies, so it's not too shocking. When I was carrying 1 baby, I only gained 30 pounds my entire pregnancy, so we'll see how big I get by the end of this. I will do a belly shot at the end as well. And as far as around the house, getting things ready for the babies, we're still, you know, setting things up and trying to get all their stuff together, prepare as much as we can. And now we're trying to get Logan ready for the babies. So that's why we've set up our pack and play, swings, whatever, just so he gets used to seeing the items around the house, because, you know, he's not used to seeing those things. So I was afraid if he would set up the swing and he would try to go sit in it and swing. And quite honestly, he could still do that once the babies actually come, because he might get jealous. But we're just trying to get him used to the idea. And along with that, we actually have gotten 2 babies, baby dolls, a pink and a blue one, just to try to get him used to the idea of having the babies around in these devices. I mean, I know these are not real babies. It's going to be totally different when they actually come. He's going to be like, what the heck is this? But we're trying. I think it honestly upset him a little bit at first, because he really loves babies. Like when he sees his cousin or other babies around, he gets really excited and happy. And I think he got upset because he first initially saw these babies in this pack and play. He got really excited, and then when I gave him a baby, or, you know, showed him a baby, he was really sad that it wasn't doing anything, because they're not real. He was expecting it to move or coo or something, and they don't. So that kind of upset him a little bit. Now he's getting used to just seeing them sit around, but like I said, it's still going to be different once they're actually here. It's going to be totally different than just dolls, but that's what we're doing to try to help him a little bit with the transition, because he honestly still doesn't really understand. So, but that's how my pregnancy is going so far. So I'll show you a shot of my belly. And that's pretty much it. At 27 weeks and 3 days, pregnant with twins. There it is. It's definitely growing.